Oh hey guys, hello, Rainbow here, and today we're gonna play another part of our game that beat a taste about cannibal that kind of look like Will Graham. So, let's go! Well, it was a little too close. My hands are shaking a little. I'll just stick this in the fridge as long as I deal with it tonight. It should be okay. I should probably change clothes too. Ready? So we have only one shot or what? Yeah. Gotta say though, you did look sharp in that suit. The mono black is sexy. The mono black is for work and special occasions only. Suits are stuffy. Disappointing. Get used to it. So, same place as yesterday, or did you have something else in mind? Virus is fine with me. He leads the way out the door, holding it open for me. You're coming in together this time, We barely stepped in the door, and you're already making comments? It's my job as a bartender to be sociable, you know. It's also your job to make drinks. The usual for me, please. For me too. You got it. How about a table today? I stare lonely over at my seat at the bar. Yeah, alright, we can take one of the booths. I slide into the seat furthest from the door and Thomas sits opposite me. So, anything exciting happened today? Yeah, I dig into a corpse once again today. I think too many exciting things happened today. Not particularly. I emptied out the freezers and cremated some people. Nothing out of ordinary. Although... What? I just remembered a family made an appointment for tomorrow. To plan a funeral? Something like that. I think they just want to buy a casket and do something simple for the funeral. It's still tough though. Talking to the families has to be the hardest part of the job. Yeah, so I've seen. What do you? Drinks, gentlemen. Thanks. I nodded him. He really has some bad timing. He says the drink's down. Enjoy your date. What is it with everyone and winking lately? You don't have to frown so hard, you know? Although I'm surprised you didn't object. I shrug and take a big gulp of my drink. So... you've done your poking and prodding. It's my turn. Finally, showing some interest, huh? Fire away. Well, first, what the hell is that? Oh, my drink. It's called a 10 Below. Cinnamon liqueur, vodka and cherry-flavored sambuca. Did you want to try it? I stared at it for a few seconds before picking it up and taking a sip. It's an odd combination, and a bit stronger than it looks. Not bad though, right? Not bad. Don't you ever get something fancier than a gin and tonic? It seems like a waste. I shrug. It's a classic, easy to make and hard to mess up. Fair point. Still, it wouldn't hurt to try something different every once in a while. Next question. How did you know where I walked? He points his thumb towards Mark. I don't believe you. Well, how else would I have known? Not sure, but feel like you're not telling me something. What's there not to tell? I'll find out eventually. Will you know? Next, what's your job besides the band? I'm a grave robber. Come on, that was supposed to be funny. Maybe it was a little funny, but really? No, it wasn't. Try again. It's pretty boring, really. I just do warehouse work and that kind of stuff. What kind of warehouse work? It varies. Right now I'm working in a meat packing plant. Oh, so that's why the stench of death didn't scare you away. What was that? Nothing. Don't you get tired from doing that kind of work all day? It must be exhausting. I could say the same to you. Touché. Can I ask a question yet? Go ahead. What the hell made you want to become a magician? It wasn't so much a choice, it was a practicality. Yet, there's a few reasons, I suppose. Is he waiting for me to go on? I like my solitude. I get a lot of it when I'm walking downstairs. And I just naturally have the mettle to be face to face with death constantly. It's a thankless job and all that, but I have the ability to deal with it, so it's something I can do to make myself useful. But also, my job is essentially to give people their secular last rites. Though it's sad, it's important, and I want to be able to give them at least that much, and the last person who will see them in this world. I glance off at the corner of the bar. My cheeks are a little warm. Why? Sorry, I got carried away. Don't worry about it. I said so yesterday, but you really care about them, don't you? How couldn't I? Oh, I ran out. I signaled to Mark to bring me another one. Well, what was Monterey school like? It was tough. Thankfully, you don't have to go to full-on medical school to get licensed. Still, lots of biology and chemistry and labs are the things that college students usually dread. What about you? Did you go to college? No, I couldn't even afford it. Understandable. Still working physical job, but hopefully our band will take off, or I'll be able to start my own business or something someday. Not a bad way to go. Second round, gentlemen. I guess Thomas was empty too. Any interesting stories? I raised an eyebrow at him. Wow, I'm just trying to keep the conversation going. Once I was overseeing the funeral of a young mathematician, part of something like an apprenticeship program. The funeral was being held at a more rural graveyard on the outskirts of town. Some people prefer that one, since it's got a little more of that old world feel. Anyway, obviously, it's an old graveyard. It's hilly and the ground is uneven in a lot of places. We're walking ahead, leading the pallbearers to the side, and this poor kid, he trips on a pothole and lands face first in this big mud puddle. Oh my god! The pallbearers almost tripped too, but I managed to get everything balanced again, so I could help him up. He was dressed in his suit, of course, and when he got up, he was just caked in mud. I had to call one of my assistants at the time to bring a new suit for him, and we managed to get it sorted out and continue, but it was so hard not to laugh. I felt bad. Luckily, the rest of the procession hadn't quite arrived yet, so nobody else saw it. Oh man, that's terrible. Perhaps worse then, that was the time that, in the middle of the viewing, one of the deceased's eyes popped open suddenly and scared the shit out of the husband, who leaped back and started muttering some kind of spell to ward off evil. The eyes can open like that? Yeah, they naturally do, actually. Usually we put these little eye caps in. Your eyes sink after you die, so the caps fill in the eye cavity and have little spikes on the backside that hold the eyelid shut. Apparently one of the ones I used then was defective, so pop. I can't even imagine that. Really, stuff goes wrong at funerals all the time, but we have to find ways to cover it up quickly for the sake of those who's grieving. Of course. It's getting boring. There's also a semi-famous story among the mathematicians in the local countries, which is... About 4 years back, just before I got my own funeral home here, there was a funeral held by one of the mathematicians in the next country. It was a pretty normal funeral. They were having the last viewing before they closed the casket, and this random guy just passing by apparently sees it and suddenly breaks into a dead spirit towards the casket. He gets to it, leaps inside, and just starts punching the shit out of the body. What the hell? Yeah, no prompting whatsoever. Some of the funeral goers trying to pull him off, and some others called 911. Eventually, the police showed up and took him away. It was covered on the news even, but they never did find out what his deal was. Man, that's certainly crazy. You must have some better stories though. Well, I've got a few. Once back when we were just starting out as a band, we were playing as this tiny little bar in Chicago. It was real dive. The stage was pretty similar, so none of us had a whole lot of room to move, and it was pretty hot there too. Well, right in the middle of one of the fastest songs, I'm banging away on the drums, and one of the sticks flies out of my hands. It goes straight into the wall and gets stuck there. Shit. I look around and it's dark enough that it doesn't seem like many people have noticed, so I try and covertly remove it. I didn't really want to get in trouble for poking a hole in the wall, you know, but I pull the drumstick out of the wall and this fat cockroach comes out with it. The thing is huge and I instantly drop the stick. Somehow that draws everyone's attention, and before I know it, there's a bunch more of the things falling out of the wall and everybody's freaking out. The police were called to do health inspection on the spot, so we all just kinda made a run for it. It was a crazy night. Yeah, shut the place down then. Yep. Apparently the whole wall was infested with things. Yikes. Gross. Yeah. Man, you walk with maggots. And this is gross for you? That's weird. Out again. I go for another round. Okay, just get to the final. I want to see what happens. Stop. No, I'm telling you, it's the prospective students. Why though? Half of them don't know what they're getting into. Everything's cool with the embalming demonstration until I actually start sticking needles in, and then suddenly the room is full of shivering kids. Some of them manage though. Those are the ones with the creepy gleam in the eye. I respect those ones. Cause you were also one with gleam, huh? Damn right. I never had the chance to be squeamish about that. Yeah, I bet. Hey, what's up with that? With what? You never wonder what I'm saying. It's like I'm talking to Parker, but a more annoying version. You talk like you know the same stuff he does. I don't know who that is. Doesn't matter, you know something, don't you? Just drop your cards on the table, just drop them. Maybe I do. How many drinks did I have? Everything's a little fuzzy. Wait, I forgot to ask. What did you have for lunch today? What the hell does it matter? I'll guess. Why? He was just trying to avoid the topic. Let's see, you had a roast beef sandwich, right? Do I even remember what I had for lunch today? I got a sandwich from the convenience store, but what kind was it? I remember. Tell him he's wrong. No, you're wrong. I think. No, I know. He's wrong. Oh, dang. What did you have then? I don't remember. I remember. Then why did you say I was wrong? Wouldn't you just stop avoiding the subject? Oh, bye, fellas. I think you're better at home. Huh? What for? I'm closing up early tonight. Got plans. Shh. Come on. Up you go. Right off. We'll go. Need a taxi? I'm good. I stagger toward the door. Hey, Lane. What? Can I crash at your place? No way, go home. I don't think I can make it. Come on, just tonight. Right, you can come over and sober up, but then you're going home. Yeah, so come on then. We have in our bag some weird stuff, and you welcoming him home. What's wrong with you? So this is your apartment? You don't say. Water. What's that smell? Formaldehyde. Water. The pitcher should be in the fridge. So that's what you smell like. You'll get used to it. Oh, there's the pitcher. What's that bag? Hell, what? What is this? I quickly grabbed the pitcher and slammed the fridge door shut. Nothing. I just remembered something. If you say so. Hal, he looks suspicious. I can't believe I was this careless. I need to get him out of here. Here, water. Thanks. Gotta clear my head a little. I'm gonna use the toilet. Don't touch anything. Gotcha. Maybe if I splash some water on my face, it's not like I'm really drunk, but my hand needs to be as clear as possible right now, and I've gotta get him out of here fast. Didn't I say not to touch anything? I just... water? He definitely saw. Hey, I didn't. It's a misunderstanding. There's nothing to misunderstand here, is there? You saw. Stay back, alright? I swear I wasn't... I slowly slid the knife off the counter as I approached. You went what? Back him up against the wall. It's time you gave me some answers, It's getting really interesting. You keep talking like you know things about me. What do you know? Please, put the knife down. Then answer the damn question. Okay, alright, please, calm down. The truth is, I've actually known you for a long time. What the hell are you talking about? I first met you when you were in college. I lived near your school and I saw you one night. It was late, like 3 in the morning or something, and I was coming home from a shift. I saw you walking, you were carrying a backpack and looked like a student, and I was wondering what you were doing out so late and so far away from any residential streets. My curiosity got the better of me and you seemed interesting, so I followed you. You went to the graveyard and you dug somebody up. I had no idea what was going on and I didn't know what to do. And I got up and left, and you say hello to me on the way by... Yes, that's exactly it. I said hello and you nodded and went on your way, perfectly composed. I couldn't believe what I had just seen and I rushed over to the grave. It was perfectly put back together again, so I started to doubt it, but I couldn't ever really forget. Then, years later, I saw you again. My grandfather had died and you were the director for the funeral. There you were, standing in front of me in broad daylight, and I still couldn't believe it. But there was no mistaking it for me. I knew you were the same man. I didn't know what to do after that. I just wanted to see you. I finally back up. Go sit down. I slide the knife back onto the counter and move sideways to block the door. He does what I asked and passes quietly on one end of the couch. You know, you're not really any less threatening without the knife in your hands. Good. What the hell am I supposed to do with you? I swear I'm not going to tell anyone. Isn't that what everyone says in this kind of situations? Look, I'm not going to. I'd be in trouble myself if I did. What do you mean? I'm kind of on the run. I feel my eyebrow hitch despite the situation. I stole a lot of shit back in those days. I came from a really poor family and I had to do it to survive, but I got in a little over my head. They're still after me for it. You did say you couldn't afford college. Exactly, and that's why it took me so long to find you. I had to make sure it would be safe to return here. But after I saw you at the funeral, I knew I had to find a way somehow. Why? Well, regardless of what I saw before that, it's a little hard to describe, but at that funeral you looked fragile. You were smiling a little bit and you gave us your condolences, but I could tell it was all an act. I mean, that is your job, right? I don't think anyone else realized. I hadn't known my grandfather very well, so I guess I was in a better state of mind. But I thought you were so beautiful then. Huh? Why? Why didn't you say something then? It didn't seem right while everyone was mourning, you know? I suppose. Well, this is a freaking mess. What am I supposed to do with you? I said I won't tell anyone. You'll probably get rid of the evidence as soon as I leave anyway. Not like it would be hard for you. Besides, I don't even know for sure what you're doing. What? You mean you haven't figured it out? After all that? He's just shaking his head. Really? I ate them. You what? I ate them. You ate them? Yes. To put it simple, I'm a cannibal. Not for the thrill or any of that kind of shit, but simply out of necessity. Well, I kind of remember that movie once I saw about a girl that even at the end ate herself. Okay, that's weird. Still was a shitty movie. Back in college, I sort of moonlighted as a body snatcher and a grave robber to feed myself and pay the bills. Why the hell am I telling him this? Cannibal? What necessity though? It's difficult to explain, but basically, there's a protein in human flesh that can't be found anywhere else. I need it to survive. Why? If I don't consume it regularly, I'll get sick. Vertigo, violent tremors, dehydration, fever, insomnia, blackouts, you name it. There's nothing else I can do but deal with it like this. Maybe pills? Some magic pills? I see. Well, you've truly tied my hands, haven't you? I can keep you here, but I can let you go. You can let me go! And what makes you think that's a good idea for me? Like I said, I'll be put myself in danger too if I go to the police. You could tell anyone else though. You think they would believe me? This sounds like something straight out of Red Dragon. Oh, exactly. Henry Graham. Did you just compare me to Hannibal Lecter? No, to Will Graham. I haven't murdered anybody, thanks. And besides that, I'll be back. We have a date tomorrow, after all. This is so stupid. I step aside and pull the door open. Go, before I realize how absolutely stupid I'm being, and take it back. He's practically leaping out of his seat. Don't worry, I'll be okay. I'll be back tomorrow. He slides past me. See you then. And he's gone. What the hell? This isn't the situation for a goodbye kiss, asshole. Well, nothing like the fear of execution to get you sobered up, huh? I need to sit down for a minute. It's late, but like you said, I should get rid of the evidence. I can risk it. I should probably just throw it out and get rid of it as soon as possible, but I'm already in bad enough shape. I need to eat. If I can get it in the oven now, I can probably still get to bed at a reasonable hour. I should boil it for a bit first, though. It needs to rehydrate. I should have a recipe for the spices around here somewhere too. Let's see, smoked paprika, red pepper, some oregano, definitely can't forget salt. Alright, they should be ready to go in the oven. They should be nice and tender in about 2 hours. Hell, my mouth is watering. Even half raw, they look delicious. I wish I could relax a bit so I could enjoy this at least. I'm really sorry, but Aunt Prudence, begin to fall apart at certain degree, and you at first boiling your meal and then putting it in the oven, like your needed protein would be already non-existent in your fresh cooked meal. So what's the point? Biologist here, and I call your reasons bullshit, a big bullshit. So stop lying, man. Why the hell you lying? Why always lying? I wish I could relax a bit so I could enjoy this at least. This day was really just been too much. There's at least a moderate chance I'll get arrested soon, even if they don't have any evidence. The sensation of the story alone will ruin me. Okay, maybe I should watch a show or something while I wait. I need to get my mind off of this. I grab the remote, flip to the first interesting looking thing on TV Guide and settle into the couch. Okay, and I think that will be all for today, guys. Bye, and I see you in the next part. I'll guess soon. And as always, you can click on my image and subscribe to this channel, and also check some of my previous videos out. Bye!